What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit and I am back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Loki. His name is Iron Maiden from the AOL clan. In the red color, playing as Oranos, is a laior. This is part of the spring tournament hosted by DoD Shelty in partnership with RTS Sanctuary and all that other good stuff. If you enjoy these games, head over to RTS Sanctuary, join that community. Let's make this game great again. I did not just say that. Somebody needs to put me somewhere in an insane asylum or something like that. Anyways, this is I saw this match and I was really excited because these are two old school players. AOL Iron Maiden goes way back to Nilla ESO days. That's like 2008, 2009. I can't remember when he started playing seriously or not, but same with laior. Both of these guys, got a French guy, got an American guy. Got some rivalry over the years. Had some really good games. Both players play fairly regularly still, and I'm interested to see what they're going to come up with. We've got laior picking Oranos in this game. Interested to see where that takes him. I can't remember what god he used to play when he was playing in ESO on Nilla, but Oranos is the god of choice. The map is Painted Desert, so it does make sense that you want to play aggressive gods on this map because the gold mines are always kind of exposed. You've got gold here and here. And that's kind of your two options there. So playing Oranos means you can put that early pressure onto your opponent. And laior would assume that AOL Iron Maiden is going to be going for Thor in this map, and especially in this matchup. Not this matchup. No, let me think about this. Iron Maiden's main is Thor, so he normally just play Thor no matter what. But I think maybe laior pick this map and it's blind pick, so maybe I'm guessing Iron Maiden was like, okay, Thor's not very good on Painted Desert because it's a very aggressive map, can't get off those fast Ragnarok plays because the gold mines, second gold mines, are really hard to secure, so it means you have to stay in Heroic Age for longer, whereas Loki is more about hitting that second gold mine and timing attacks with flaming weapons. So we'll see if he can pick up that really fast heroic age, semi-fast heroic age with a bunch of Hursa and hit that flaming weapon timing push, or if he's going to go for some sort of a semi-fast mythic. It's very dangerous. You can get there. Maybe not get there off one gold mine. I'm trying to think about the timings there, but maybe you can get there off that gold mine, but then you're going to be moving over to your second gold mine as you advance. It's pretty dangerous. But we'll see what happens there. laior's got a pretty simple goal in mind here in this matchup. 4:30 advance time through Prometheus. Put the pain on. Terma, Murmillo, try and force fights where he can in the classical age, and then hopefully do enough damage to Iron Maiden so that he doesn't get hit by some brutal flaming weapons timing push. So we'll see how that goes. We've got Iron Maiden just about to click that advance time. He's going to be building, getting that extra food. He needs to dump some of that food into his ox carts there and advance. He's going to be going through it. Forseti is pretty sure, yeah, with the back temple, going to be getting Forseti, obviously, laior, Prometheus. This map, and against this matchup and this map, you can actually Heimdall rush. It's not something I've seen very often, but if you've scouted out your opponent well enough, you see they've got a forward gold mine, Heimdall this sentry tower with undermine, and you can like attack this gold mine for free, and it's really hard for your opponent to do anything. On top of that, he's got like only exposed food, and you can see laior's done this really smartly. He's actually separated his villages to two different locations, so if he gets hit on one of them, he doesn't actually lose that much. He only loses like basically 3 villages, but that means he's only got 1 protected with a mana. So if AOL Iron Maiden figures out which side to attack, he can actually kill one of these citizens. So a little bit of difficulty there. laior does pick up that relic there, which is a Tusk of the Iron Boar, which is huge, gives yourself 10% cavalry and chariot archer hit points. We do have AOL Iron Maiden moving in now with this what do you call it, Hursa, going to be attacking a laior here and getting that early aggression happening. He's got those Hursa pumping. He's got double temples out already. We do have laior grabbing this another relic here, which is the pair of golden lions, which is going to be able to jump into that temple. And the pressure's already on. However, I'm deciding to attack a sentry tower, trying to get that favor up. Definitely wants to get 10 favor as soon as he possibly can so he can grab, what do you call it? Hall of Thanes. Got these Promethean offspring running around. They're going to be looking for something to attack, but 2 Promethean offspring is more really harassed than anything else because the villagers can just turn around and attack them, and they do win fights. I think they win fights at 1v1. Maybe I'm wrong. 5 damage, 80 hit points. 8 damage, 65 hit points. No, you need 1 extra villager to win that fight. So it's more of a harass. Ooh, we've got Iron Maiden moving over here. Looks like he's found a citizen here, but he's sniffing out this location. If you check out the Fog of War, he has no idea there's food there, so he doesn't actually know. But this spawn is fairly regular. 1 here, 1 here. So he should know that there's something there, but it looks like he's just going to be scouting around. He's looking for something to use Spy on, actually. I think he wants to use Spy on the gold mine villagers so he can see where they go with that one. We have that Valor getting cast there. That's going to give him another chubby. We do see a chubby hero villager here. We call these guys chubbies. I guess they're all chubbies. I don't know. And we do have Iron Maiden moving over into this corner. Going to be able to find this citizen and start bashing away on this. I love this play. Checking out these corners. Going to be able to hit this guy, and that should be really brutal. We also see these Promethean offspring chasing these villagers down, but unfortunately, I feel like Iron Maiden doesn't realize he can fight back on this and does not actually have to garrison these guys at all. We've got the trolls getting picked off by the gold lions here. These Hursa are going to be retreating here. The citizen looks like he's going to be able to get away. These guys are really beefy. It's really hard to kill them with only like a couple of units there. And it does look like he's going to possibly make it into this tower, which is unfortunate there for Maiden. Going to be trying to fight some of these Mermillo as well, get some of those spawns, myth unit spawns. But it looks like Maiden doesn't have houses, so he's not going to be able to get any myth unit spawns without those houses. Myth unit spawns only come when you've got population to create them there. It does look like he's also running away from this for some reason. Definitely needs to turn around, attack here. We do have the golden... Are these considered myth units? Not sure if they're considered... I'm not sure what unit type golden lions are considered. Magic lion... Not sure. It doesn't say, unless I misread it. But someone maybe can tell me if the Hursa get their bonus against golden lions or not. But this fight's probably going to go in the favor of Iron Maiden if he can get that Iron Hiyar to use his special. We've also got, again, these Promethean offsprings doing work when they really shouldn't. You just got to get a couple more of these villagers to attack him and you're totally fine. We've got Iron Maiden in 3 different spots, or 2 different spots at the moment, 3 being over here as well. And he's going to be sending those Hursa back. And it does look like AOL Iron Maiden is managing to control the pace of this game, which is what you want to be doing. And he should be looking towards stopping Hursa production really soon and just trying to jump to that next age as best as he possibly can. There we go. He's finally decided to turn around and fight that Promethean offspring, but he's needs to be on top of that one. And Leo can now send these units forward and start hitting these guys as well. And this is kind of the point of the game in this Oranos versus Loki matchup where things start to change because laior has stabilized. He's starting to get quite a big, beefy army happening. However, Maiden is on these food lines and resource lines of laior and does manage to finally pick off a citizen there. That's the first citizen kill for Maiden, given all of this raiding. He's done very well, laior, with that defense and keeping those guys alive, but he's going to keep running around, keep trying to put the pressure on. We do see these Promethean offsprings revisiting these scatherers, need to get them off, attack the citizen yet again, not citizen, Promethean offspring yet again, does manage to pick that one off, and we are seeing Terma forward and trying to pick off these guys here, and we have these Hursa looking like they're going to move over onto this location, but you're not going to be able to pick off all too much there. Going to just be able to do a little bit of the harass. We're seeing laior move forward with this army as well, but Hursa going to be retreating there. It looks like Maiden going for that full population classical age with the Hursa and then going for the heroic age. So it's going to be a little bit later. Potentially it's going to work out for him. Laior is going to be running out of that gold around about the 10-minute mark. So 10-minute fast heroic or semi-fast heroic would have been the way to go there, but it does look like the units are now in his base and it's going to be difficult for him to defend. So he's going to have to keep on producing those units. We've got the Hursa moving into the base of laior, trying to do a little bit of damage here, but these guys can just retreat into this sentry tower, and Maiden does not want to fight this fight. Does have Sound Center Fire now, so he can actually fight this one fairly well, and he does have the Hearser that can dodge the arrow fire of the turn. We've got a troll spawn here, and the units are still fighting in this location, but it does look like laior has managed to defend here. Maiden going to be able to get out of there with his life, and it does look like laior is going to have to get out of here, as well as he's lost a lot of those Murmillo, which do the damage there. Terma really don't do all that much to the Hearser, having 156 HP and only dealing 4 damage a shot, and the shots are pretty inaccurate, man. However, we do see that raid did happen on Maiden. They did lose 3 gatherers there. Not sure what to, but because I missed it because I'm a bad caster, but he does manage to get out of there with laior does manage to get a couple of kills there, and Maiden does not manage to get out of there with his life. But the raid's still coming on. We got 3 packs of Hearser here. 2 packs of Hearser. 2 packs of Hearser with some in the base. We just see another longhouse coming up for Maiden now. If we check out his economy, he does not have any food in the bank. He's got 10 villages on wood, so he's going to actually have to start going for some of that. He's got idle villages here as well. So he is going to have to start going for some of those farms in the classical age, which is not what you want to do. It does really slow down your heroic age. Does have elephant over here though, so he should be able to secure those, and maybe with that much food, he might be able to advance. Still building those dwarves. He has run out of gold, and this is dangerous right now. So Maiden actually has to start kind of grouping up, because he's going to have to defend against this impending attack. Alternatively, he can try and split his army up and go for the gold mines, and he does have an iron here in this position here. So if the villagers do decide to move over there, that's going to be that. But it does look like Hearser moving in, going to try and get a little bit of an idea of what's going on over here. But it does look like laior's already in here. But Maiden able to see that, and the Hearser needs to get you need to actually spam click. I think spam click the Hearser. If they get attacked, they slow down, and I think that's the same with every single unit. If they actually get hit by something, they slow down. But if you spam click, you can reset their speed instantly, I believe. I could be wrong about that, and that might be me just making things up, but that's what I feel like when I play the game. Anyways, we do have Maiden retreating back into this healing spring. He's got the walls up already, so that does help him defend this location here. We've got laior again still moving into this location. He's got the army advantage here, so he can dictate where he wants to fight. And we do have villagers moving over into this corner. That's dangerous considering there's a gold mine here. So that's a location that laior may decide to look at, even though there's many different spots that he could be mining wood from. There's only so many he can mine gold from. We do see that second town center is coming up for laior now, but that's going to be attempting to defend against this gold mine. Got some of these villagers over on this elephant here. What's laior doing? He's got no villagers mining gold at the moment because he's at full population. He's looking to go to that heroic age through Thea, I think. Oh, actually, no, you want to go through Hyperion against Loki, so that you can use chaos on the battle boar, and so that's probably what we're going to see here. Armory's up, and Hyperion or Thea. I guess you can go through Thea for the Stymphalian birds, because that forces out throwing axemen, which aren't very good against your army composition. And he is going through Thea, so he's going for those Stymphalian birds. And Stymphalian birds do counter the battle boar fairly decently. They do have a bonus, and we do have, again, Maiden is so good at this. He's getting attacked, but he's attacking, and he's like, I don't actually have to defend with all that many units. So if you have all of your army attacking me in a location that's not that useful, Maiden can get away with these like multi-attacks while he's defending and you're getting attacked. And he's also killing off a bunch of villages, get us a troll spawn. There's a couple of these medium Murmillo which are coming in here, but this is going to be too much here, and it looks like Maiden can simply just fight these guys, but it does look like he's deciding not to. And also laior's going to have to retreat out because he's moved those what do you call it, Murmillo off this attack here, so they're not actually going to be able to do all that much damage. Like we said before, Terma are great for beefiness, but they don't really do that much damage. They do manage to pick off myth units fairly well, but Thea's coming through. Aeol Iron Maiden looks like he's close-ish to that next age. He's not building any units, so he is looking like he wants to go to the heroic age. He's not building a second town center at all. Thea does come through for laior, and is he going to be throwing down that market straight away and going to the next age, or what? Looks like we're seeing Hearser running straight into this location here. We do see the military barracks is going up. So that's going to be able to force these Herso to run through this location here, and he is going to be trying to pick off this citizen. We do have the units moving in now, going to be attempting to pick off this location here. These walls are very, very weak. They're only wooden walls, so they do get picked off very, very fast, and we do see all of the Herso being rerouted over into this location here in order to defend. So the wall's going to go down. We see Watchtower coming up for AOL Iron Maiden now. He does have the resources to advance. Does he have the armory? Yes, he does have the armory, so he wants to be going to the Heroic Age as soon as he possibly can. These Hersa still dragging these medium mill around the map, and it does look like the Watchtower is going to go up, and we do have Bragi being researched. Needs to cancel these 2 dwarves in order to get there faster, but it looks like he hasn't noticed that one just yet, or potentially he wants to get those out a little bit faster. And now we see Stymphalian birds coming through. But with the Watchtower, you can actually pick that guy off, and it's this actually does quite a bit of damage to the Stymphalian bird, I believe. We do have another Iron Hiyar spawn, which is great, and the Hersa still running around here. So this fight's pretty important, but it does look like there's more than enough units here to defend here. Bragi is coming through finally, and that's going to be really, really big for AOL Iron Maiden. It's going to be a huge power spike for him. Going to be able to move in and simply just shred through this town center and this gold mine simply by casting flaming weapons and getting those battle boar out. The Stymphalian bird's going to be able to hang here though and start picking off these Hersa without taking any damage. And so you can see they do attack, but they don't do that much damage, but they can't take damage back. But however, there is the Watchtower here, which is going to start shooting away at these Stymphalian birds, but he can position them over here in order to pick this guy off. And now the Stymphalian bird's able to pick off these myth units very fast. They do have a huge bonus of 200%, so that's 11 damage, and they have 3 projectiles, so that's 33 damage. A shot they do there, and then that's times by 2, so 66 damage a shot. It's huge, and we do see again laior trying to move in here and trying to put the pressure on, but there is too many units here. Shockwave does get cast on the dwarves for some reason there, but it's not going to do all too much. And it does look like a Valkyrie spawn can start running around, start dodging these Stymphalian birds, and we do have Bragi is through. We got the Hein Hiyar still over on this location, and Hersa starting to get built yet again, and he's got the battle boards coming out as well. We definitely need to see more military buildings for AOL Iron Maiden if he wants to keep up this spam fight. Or is he going to go straight to that Mythic Age? We've got laior. Looks like he could potentially go through to the next age. He can chuck up a market somewhere. He doesn't have that 3rd town center up just yet. The Stymphalian birds are getting targeted now by the Watchtower, which is huge. And the Stymphalian birds are going to probably, looks like they're both low HP. Not sure why they're both low HP there, but they're probably going to be falling fairly soon, and that means that this fight is going to be able to be defended for Iron Maiden, and it's going to be really, really difficult now for laior to defend against this impending push. We've got AOL Iron Maiden sitting at 102 population to 115 population, but laior is going to be going to that Mythic Age, and Mythic Age is going to be really, really big. Tartarian Gate onto AOL Iron Maiden is going to be difficult to deal with. He does have a lot of the Hersa, and he still has flaming weapons, so he can just simply kind of trade his flaming weapons for the Tartarian Gate, and that'll be interesting there. But oh no, it looks like a 3rd town center, not the Mythic Age. I thought he doesn't have a market yet. I always get confused here because Oranos players, the build for Oranos used to be stay in the classical age till you're 145 and then go straight to the Mythic Age. But people start like trying to shake things up and go off 2 town centers and stuff, but you can still do all the same maneuvers. It does look like laior's trying to pick off this location yet again. Definitely want to garrison that ox cart because you got 1 ox cart picked off there, and it did look like he was trying to pick this off, but it looks like Maiden's now here. Oh, he's not paying attention. He could have trapped these guys with a longhouse here or something. That would have been huge, but it does look like laior going to be retreating here. Oranos' speed is ridiculous. They can just retreat so nicely there, and it does look like Iron Hiyar is already over here, and finally, well not finally, but we got some of these Hersa moving in, going to be able to pick off that hero citizen, which is going to be really, really big, and this other citizen going to be trying to escape with his life, and the rest of this army from laior are going to be retreating into here in order to pick these guys off, which is huge. Oranos has got laior has got his Oracle Scout on this gold mine, so it would be a smart move for laior to send a couple units over there and just start raiding maybe a Stymphalian bird or something, just move him over there and just shut that gold operation down. Maiden, on the other hand, looks like he's grabbing that market, going to be going for that semi-fast mythic. It's not really semi-fast, it's kind of just like a normal Mythic Age timing, but he's going to be able to combine that with flaming weapons, so it's either going to be hell or it's going to be tier. Both are decent options here, especially if you want to be attacking this town center. You go through tier, flaming weapons, Fimbulwinter, get a wolf pack on this location here, and it's kind of like having Ancestors Eclipse, because those wolves are strong at killing army as well. And then you have Flaming Weapons, which deals so much damage. Pick off this gold mine as well, and it's going to be really difficult for laior to defend there. Laior, on the other hand, going to be going through Hecate. He's a little bit further ahead of Maiden at this point, and we do see the market is up. And what is the god of choice here? Market up. I want to see that god coming through, Maiden. Come on. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Which one? We do have the palace now coming up for laior, trying to secure this location. And we do have Maiden moving in here. He doesn't have any armory upgrades, which is an issue considering he's going up against heavy Murmillo. And we're seeing Tyr as the god of choice here. Classic Nilla player going through Tyr instead of Hell. If we were seeing Hero OP playing, we would have seen Hell nearly 100% of the time there because those fire giants are so strong. But it looks like AOL Iron Maiden is sticking with his guns, wants to go Tyr, wants to get that Flaming Weapons Fimbulwinter to attack onto this town center. I'm assuming he may be going for this town center instead. He's got some idle military here. He could just move over and pick off this palace, but now it looks like laior can secure this town center fairly easily, and he's going to be grabbing that one up fairly soon. Maiden could be thinking about grabbing this town center as well, which may be a good move there, but it does look like he's going to be moving in. Tempted to pick off this location. He's got so many Hursa here. He's at full population, unfortunately. He could actually grab, he is grabbing fortified town centers as well. Going to be getting some of those heals onto these units here. Definitely want to hit that stop command so these guys get healed a little bit faster. This palace is going to be going down. Looks like laior going to be moving in again in order to stop this one from happening. And Hecate has come through for laior. He does have Oracle Scouts in the base already, so he can actually cast this one potentially over here, or over here, or over here. Or, you know, his Oracle Scout has been picked off over in that location. But it does look like all the armies over here, so these Hursa should get out of here. Don't want to be losing them once, Maiden. Don't want to be losing them once. Definitely want to be getting some armory upgrades as well. But it looks like he's choosing to fight this, potentially not sure why that is. Looks like the laior going to be moving in, attempting to cast that that Hecate, but he could just use Fimbulwinter straight away in order to block this. But it looks like no Fimbulwinter just yet. Tartarian Gate going down onto the back of the base. Going to be picking off a couple of those houses. And it looks like he's going to start pumping those guys out. But there's so many Battle Ball here. You can actually just pick this. This is actually not very good for laior at all. These Battle Ball are gigantic. And Tartarian spawns have 100%. Don't have any bonus against the Tartarian gates. Sorry, I can't speak. Don't have any bonus against the Battle Ball. The Tartarian gate's going to be going down very, very fast, and there's no other attack happening just yet for laior. So laior's going to be moving forward. He's going to actually be able to hit this gold mine. This town center is trying to get up, but there's already a Stymphalian bird here, and the Tartarian gate gets. That's the fastest I've seen a Tartarian gate go down. That's for sure. Does look like the raid's going to be coming in onto these gold villages. He's going to be retreating here. It looks like Maiden is maybe trying to bait this Stymphalian bird into the watchtower fire in order to pick him off. And where's all the other units? He's going to be moving forward now. Looks like 2 town centers to 3 town centers. laior's going to have that 3rd town center up very, very soon. Myth unit spawn here for the Iron here. Actually going to, looks like a nice little Lampade special ability there. And we got Fenris Wolves coming out. Fenris Wolves are the unit of choice. We're going to see some more raids happening. Maiden is never happy until every single one of your villages is dead. He's got so many Battle Ball right now. All of these Fenris Wolves are going to be jumping onto these units here. He's got a couple of these guys in the back. He needs to get them in there because these Fenris Wolves get so much stronger when they're in a pack of 6. 6 or 7, you can have 7, and it's really, really strong. He's got so many of these guys pumping out right now, and he's going to be moving forward, potentially going after this location here. This gold mine's almost expired. If we check out laior's perspective, he's got 666 gold left on that gold mine, so we can actually pick off this location over here, and then potentially some buildings over in here, and he should be able to defend here. It looks like all of these units are going to be going for this fortified town center. There's not enough stuff over here to defend against this one here. Potentially these Fenris Wolves could be moved as well, but it looks like the fortified town center is going to be going down, but at what cost? 2 Battle Balls down already, and it does look like even more will be falling. Another Fenris Wolfbrood changed, what do you call it? Fenris Wolfbrood spawn there. AOL Iron Man does cast Flaming Weapons Fimbulwinter as the town center does fall and gets a nice Fenris Wolf, Fimbulwinter Wolf spawn there, which is going to be allowing him to really pick off a bunch of these units. Fimbulwinter is over on this location as well, which unfortunately the building, well, fortunately for laior, the building positioning of these military barracks is going to be huge, and the Alarm Caravans is going to be able to defend here, but it does look like AWOL Iron Man is going to be moving through here. He could even start picking off this location here. There is a palace here as well, but there's so many units here, and I feel like AWOL Iron Man should be grabbing this town center now. Looks like these Stymphalian birds are getting retreated off this location. We've got some more military buildings going up here, and it looks like laior's trying to move forward, and AWOL Iron Man is going to be spotting this one very, very soon. Still have 13 seconds left of flaming weapons here, so he's going to be getting so much more favor. And he's still pumping out those, I thought he was still pumping up those Fenris Wolves, but has been stopping those at this point. Going to be trying to pick off every single one of these buildings here. He's got some of those Fanatics pumping out here. Hero Fanatics as well. Those are really, really difficult to deal with as Loki. But all of these buildings look like they're falling. We got some of those, Stymphalian birds picking off a bunch of these wolves. We got some Ulfsark moving out here and trying to be helping here. Looks like they were transferred from AWOL Iron Maiden's villages there. Maiden definitely needs to build some more battle boar and just send them over onto this location here, and it does look like this location has been secured again for laior. There's no units over here, but maybe Maiden's going to be changing the positioning of his army into this location here to shut down this gold mining operation. He's still got a little bit more gold over here. He's got some gold over here, and this town center looks like it's going to be going up fairly soon. No real he's building ox caravans. A little bit of an aside, if you are playing on this map and you've got the APM, you can actually get double the amount of gold if you put a market next to your town center, and you can dump the gold into a market over here and then reroute it over onto the other town center. If you've got the two town centers on two sides, it's actually it's pretty amusing. You get a lot of gold if really, really fast, but it's pretty micro intense. So yeah, I haven't actually seen anyone able to pull it off with any real success there. But if you can have them like all go at the same time, you can kind of just do it as the game goes. It does look like the throwing axemen are coming out now in order to attempt to pick off these Stymphalian birds. But even with Axe of Muspel, it's still a mission because they killed them off so far. So it's not like you can just build one. It does look like the Fenris Wolves are going to be trying to move in here with a battle boar as well. So they should be able to pick off a couple more of these villages. And we do have this town center finally up for Maiden, and Maiden's going to be pretty well stabilized here. He needs to keep building those dwarves in order to get that gold income. I guess he can keep building ox caravans as well. And it does look like this location is going to get continuously pushed in onto. Got some more herds coming in. Got some of those medium throwing axemen. Those Fenris Wolves are going to get picked off. And I do hope that Maiden just transitions back into pure battle boar, because those things are difficult to kill as Oranos here. And we do have a bunch more of these throwing axemen are in here. He can actually start building buildings in this location, which would be a really smart move. Pick off these Fanatics and Mermillo, and you're going to be in a really good position there. We do have, again, these Arcus are onto the Ox carts here, but Huskal is out here to defend against these Arcus. Huskal's really, really strong units there. Maiden does need a note. I'm sure Maiden knows that this location, he's got a watchtower there. He knows this location is under getting used there as a gold mining place, so he should be thinking about sending at least a couple of units over there to pick off these guys. Maybe a battle ball would be enough. But looks like military barracks is going to be going down over here, and maybe Maiden's going to be able to secure this location, grab this town center, and go from there. But Stymphalian bird over here, yet again, all of these Stymphalian bird raids are very, very difficult to deal with as Loki when you don't go through hell. But looks like enough of these units are here to pick off this Stymphalian bird, so his trade route is safe yet again. These units over here, these dwarves are going to be running over to the hill fort that just got built here, and that's going to be enough to pick off this Stymphalian bird. But it looks like laior can just retreat over onto this location, hit that Alt S, and he should be able to be okay here. And it does look like, I think you should continue to fight here. You want to just keep that spam happening. How are the armory upgrades looking for Maiden? It looks like he's finally got a couple of those, and same with laior. So we're doing okay here. And we've got the raid right onto the gold mines here. But I feel like AWOL Iron Man can just focus in onto this location over here, or onto this location over here, and he should be in a good position to take this game, but looks like this Stymphalian bird is going to be falling to a hill fort due to lack of oh no, he's going to be trying to retreat it, and Maiden should be able to pick this guy off with the throwing axeman, but too much action going on just yet to be on top of that one. I'd like to see some of those rams coming out, or maybe something else like what do you call it, ballista or rams, in order to start sieging down Laior's base here. Laior's scrambling at the moment, so need to put this pressure in onto him. He's got some of those watchtowers coming up in this location here in order to try and defend here, but looks like Maiden's way in front, way ahead. Can get those Huskarls with the bravery upgrade in order to start getting essentially siege units with those Huskarls. It's like 3 or 4 of them become equivalent to a battering ram when you have bravery. But again, Stymphalian birds trying to move in onto some of these gold villages, but looks like Maiden has spread them out nice enough, and Laior decides to tap out. GG. I don't know if he was lost or what there, but looks like he just could not get that town center back and stabilize. Maiden did a really nice Flaming Weapons Fimble Winter push and managed to take this game. I did like Laior's constant harass with those birds in order to keep Maiden back, but Maiden's style here was beautiful. I loved it. If you enjoyed this game, please rate, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to see my videos when they come out, as soon as they come out. My name's Boit, and I will see you guys next time.